Welcome all. In this video I will demonstrate how we can use the pins on the microcontroller as a digital output. And what you need is an Arduino board, the USB cable, and also all the electronics to connect an LED to one of the pins on the microcontroller. So if we have a look at the Arduino, we see the word digital there. So if you have a close look, you see the word digital there with numbers 2 to 13. And these pins can be used as a digital pin. So either input or an output. And in this case, we want to use the pin as a digital output. And the application that we make is a toggle LED. So we want to toggle the LED with 1 Hertz. So to write such an application, we first have to configure the pin as a digital output. And therefore we need the function pin mode. Yeah, so start typing pin mode. And this function requires 2 inputs, namely first the pin that we want to configure. So in this case we want to configure pin 13. And we want to configure it as an output, like this. Yeah, so you can also type input here. So now pin 13 is a digital input, but in this application we want to configure it as an output. So therefore we type output here. So if you configured the pin mode, then we go to the loop function. And to write a value to a pin, so to make a pin either high or low, we use the function digitalWrite. So type the function digitalWrite. And also this function requires 2 inputs. First of all, the pin that you want to write to, so in this case 13. And first of all we want to make the pin high. So therefore we type high here. So again we want to make an application that toggles the LED with 1 Hertz. So first what we do is we make the pin high and then we wait for 500 milliseconds. And to wait 500 milliseconds we can use the function delay. Yeah, so this is also a function in the Arduino IDE to wait or to stop the program for several milliseconds. So in this case we want to stop the program for 500 milliseconds. So then we use the function digitalWrite again. So we again want to write a value to pin 13 and now we make the pin low. Yeah, so now the LED will go off. And then we wait another 500 milliseconds and now the program is finished. So what happens again? So we start with the setup function. So the pin 13 is configured as an output. Then it goes further with the loop function. So this function loops forever. And first of all, the digitalWrite function is called. So we set pin 13 to high, so the LED will turn on. Then we wait for 500 milliseconds. And then we set pin 13 to low, so the LED will turn off. And then we wait again 500 milliseconds. And then it will jump back to the top of the loop function again. So then these statements will execute it again. Yeah, so this pattern repeats forever. So now connect your Arduino board to the laptop. And also make sure that you connected the LED correctly to the board. So I will also do that quickly. And first of all, you have to select the correct board. So in my case, that's COM5. Yeah, select the board Arduino Uno and then you can click on OK. So first of all, check whether there are no errors in your code. So therefore you click on this button here. And you see here below that the compilation is done and we see no errors. So now you can upload the software to the Arduino board. So therefore you click on this button here. So now it's uploading the software to the Arduino board. And when done correctly, you will see the LED toggling with 1 Hertz, like you see here on screen. So that's it for this video. In this video we have seen how to use a pin as a digital output.